Do as I say. Give me a disgusting helmet. That's not it. Try again. Oh shit!
It's fine. What's the worst that can be? Oh, fuck, cunt. It did not work at all.
Why, hello. Also the bumbling fool. Even 5 gifted subs, but also no portal. Feels bad. Portal's tomorrow. Oh, are there new things to look at still? I didn't think we'd be getting many more things to look at. Oh, gem info. Right, of course. Alright, well, forget about playing around with wands just for the feel of it. Let me, play on DX12. Nope. Well, yes, maybe. I think so? I don't know. Yes. Just League, following a bug guy this time. There's a hard bug, appreciate it. Nice. Which one? SRS or Holy Relic? Holy Relic? Good choice. Okay. So, new gems. What do we got? Conflagration. Right, that's that one. Which looks actually kind of interesting. Flies narrow the air at a target location on impact, deals damage and creates a thunderstorm which blinds enemies within it. 125. It's not bad. Okay. Oh, 5 million one. Nice. Kinetic fusillade, nobody cares. Increases in reduction to spell damage at 150. Change 3 times. This will be a really interesting one. I feel like it's gonna be bad. It's in the updated patch notes. I have not. Kinetic rain. So we're down to 25. What's the old one? 143. We went from 143 to 25. Are you fucking cracked? I mean, the kinetic anomaly is still 150. What was that? 160. Honestly, that might still be fine. Base targeting area is 9, 4.5, 1.2. 9, 4.5, 1.2. Base duration 6, 1.2 max 30. Base duration 6, 1.2 max 30. So what else has been nerfed? Fires 10 projectiles instead of 13. To be honest, I was already more leaning towards kinetic rain of impact anyway. So we'll probably just go for kinetic rain of impact. Honestly, this doesn't look like it'll be that bad. If we didn't see this to begin with, I don't think people would be that upset about this. Because, like, even with only 10 base projectiles, I'm still expecting, like, 4 to 5 overlaps. Okay, I have to see. Never done Relic before. I mean, I like Relic, obviously. There's a joke there, Pineapple, I almost immediately made. And you now get the joke. Nice. Fires a damaging projectile from your wand, which aims itself towards an enemy and applies a shell to the first enemy hit. Damage from hits against that target is taken from the shell first. If fully depleted, the shell will explode, dealing area damage and firing projectiles at another target to apply a new shell to it. If multiple projectiles are fired by exploding shell, only the first one can apply a shell. Okay. Damn it. Damage from this skill cannot be taken from shells. Well, that ruins it. That was the bit that I thought they were trying to force a 2-button playstyle into a wand build. That's what I thought. That's what I was worried about. And it is. It is. They're trying to force a 2-button. Who the fuck is going to play a wand build and have to have 2 but what? No. In this shell? No, it's an attack. So like you can't. So fuck that one. Ballista totem shell. I mean, look, I'm gonna have a ballista totem anyway. I would consider that to be a good option, except it also says shells cannot be applied to the same target for 0.2 seconds after explosion. So like, they've even limited the ability to do it on like a totem and your main attack breaks it. They've even slowed that down a lot. So like, eh? I'm just coming to get for Holy Relic, or should I try and farm my own on day one? So generally, I suggest trying to farm your own, but you're not really trying to farm your own, right? You're trying to farm any alt quality gem that you can sell and then buy yours with, unless you happen to get yours, right? Is non-trivial depending on the build. That's because you're thinking per totem. But by default, as a totem support, you've got 3 of them down. Means they only need like what, 1.6 or something per totem to reach the max, which is not hard. It might still be okay. I'll test it. Spots of bond skills trigger them to trigger kinetic flux on kill. On kill? You can get enemies moving to the target location, which will explode near it, leaving an anomaly behind. Ah, yes. Fantastic. So on kill, whenever you kill anything, you will leave damage behind in the empty space. 10% on kill. What the fuck is that? Used by totem stats of mines. Might be okay. Sure differences. Okay, so what do we got? More on bone shatter. No one cares. Added the same amount of physical damage, but removed the amount of added attack physical damage. I don't really know what that means. Like, hi. Chain hook. Great. Chain hook got buffed. Base secondary duration, base debuff duration, whatever. Same thing. Exsanguinate gained more damage over time, but no one was using it for that anyway. Same with that one. Wording change. Damage over time changes, but no one's using it for its damage over time component anyway. Shield crush of the chieftain just got less mana. Good. Ooh. Sunder of Trathus gained an extra hit. That one's pretty good. Volcanic Fissure of Snaking removed 50% more AoE. Yeah, okay, sure. Get fucked, I guess. Whatever, that's fine. It's still playable, just. It's still playable, but might as well be a wonder. Barrage got more attack speed and less mana. That's good. So it won't multi-hit anymore? Right. Right, that kills it. If that's the case, they didn't need to do this because nobody was killing it anyway. Nobody would like. Did you see the kinetic rain nerf numbers already? No, not at all. Because we've literally never played the skill before, so it's impossible for it to have been nerfed. It's going to be the best it's ever been tomorrow when we play it. So how about we just wait? Did you not see him like 2 tapping bosses in the campaign? Like, it's okay. It could take enough. We'll see. How about we see how it is before we fucking cry about it? I'll throw it on my wonder when we get there and we'll see. Right? Right, what else we got? Browser Volley Fire, same thing. I think at level 28 when I get it, I'll be able to put it on and still be like 3 or 4 shotting bosses. I think it's still going to be really strong. I think everybody's like woefully overreacting. Like, I think it's going to be fine. So are you planning on going? Elementalist. I will be an Elementalist Wonder. Okay. Bladefalls are just getting more crit. Bladefall of Impaling, more crit. Bladefall of Thrasis, more crit. And a decent amount more flat fizz. I was not expecting that. Huh. I'm going Elementalist, so it's easy to switch back to Necro Holy Relic. I'm going to try real hard to not play Holy Relic this league. Not because it's not good. In fact, I just put out a video about a like extra buff for it just before we started stream. But because I've played it 75 times. More AoE, but less fire damage per second. Someone's going to get a Crangled Helmet with +2 and he's going to have to reroll. Oh, sorry. More damage and more AoE. Sorry. Get fucked, Blink Arrow. You know... I don't know if... I don't know if that's dead. With dog shit in gear. Nice. Poison still okay? Yeah. 5 seconds is still a long time. Well, the thing is, 5 seconds isn't a long time. 5 seconds.
Get your magic flame characters ready.
But speed gaming over the 10 months. But you've got increased duration, and increased minion duration and skill effect duration. They're both affected there. And as a necromancer, you're going to have this one for another 40. So that's 40, and 40 is 80. 90, 100. It's 104. So there's still like 10-second durations. But like, when map clearing, you were never in the same spot for 10 seconds. And the way Barmer destroys bosses... yes, it won't be as good, but like, I don't think it's dead is all I'm saying. Like, I think if you really enjoyed this, then I do think it will still function as a build. Yo. Hello. Cyclones got some attack damage increase, sure. Added damage increase, sure. Same thing for that one. The regular elemental hit no one cares about. Well, it's got a larger base radius and more attack speed and less mana. I mean, you're still going to play melee though, so... I assume these are all the same things. Yeah, less base damage, but more damage coming from all of the flask usages, which is the same as this one. Less base damage, but more coming from all the flasks. Cool. Which is the same as poison concoction and poison concoction of bouncing. Less base, bigger percentage of the flasks. Like hit a spell. Yes. Holy Relic is a spell. Energy Siege, sure. Spectral Helix, great. More attack speed and more damage, sure. Ooh, Storm Rain of the Conduit. Fires beams more often and it can now have 8 beams. Yo, that's huge for your Mana Forged Arrow for all your bow builds. Storm Rain of the Conduit is really strong already. It actually like 100% didn't need this buff. But okay, sure. Change the chaos res in the tree. Yep, we knew that. We knew that was happening. Did Path of Building change its font? I don't like it. Hmm, 16.7 pointers as well. It's fine. Doesn't make any really big differences. Volatile Dead got a huge buff. That's interesting. So did Volatile Dead of Convocation removed int 73. I'm sorry, did they just remove the int requirement? Is that all? You should Discord that to me. Yes, it's a white gem now. Cool. Dark Pack got crit and more of the skeleton life. Yeah. This is what would fix Hex Blast to make it usable again. It's certainly got nothing to do with the 2-second cooldown you put on it. So it's certainly more damage will fix it. How about we just fucking don't, like, it's still got a 2-second cooldown. Like, how about we fucking don't? This is the gem that makes me question my league start. This is the one that makes me go, should I start a Hierophant though? Like, what if I did Hierophant instead? Like, this is legitimately one of the best skills in the entire game and required absolutely no buff. That is crazy to buff that. Crazy. Kinetic multi-fragmentation though also was already really good. To get more damage, more added effectiveness, and an extra change of direction is also insane. Like, these two were like really, really good. Raising the correct energy from the sky at target location. The coalesce into a zombie. Attacks by falling ground, causing impact damage in the area. The zombie cannot survive that impact. Ah. The zombie cannot survive that impact, instead of kills the zombie. That presumably is so that you cannot use that skill along with wherever it is, the thing to give you a buttload of attack speed or whatever. Hit Arena Bloodline to have like 200 zombies. Yeah, that's what that's for. I still kind of want to make a spell slinger build. SMS a relic. I'm flipping a coin. Pick relic. Spectral throw. Base physical damage per second again. No one cares. No one cares. Slight buff to the Warcry thing. Starting Venom guy? Ew, gross. No. Huh. Huh. Damaging ailments deal damage 98% faster instead of 79.
Get your magic find characters
with only
ready.
70% less duration instead of 80. That's interesting. I wonder if that ends up being worth using now. Cyber Nomad, thank you for the prime. I wonder if that's going to be enough to be worth using. I don't know what functional difference this is other than wording. Support removed. Skills do 24% more damage while leeching energy shield. New. Supported skills do 20% more while on full energy shield. And 20% increase. Yeah, that's gone. No one's using that. Interesting. Okay. What? Removed 21% reduced curse duration. Added 10% increased curse duration. Added 26% less curse duration. What? What? To break coiling whisper. Okay, but just make it instead of 21% reduced or 26% less. Having an increase and a less on the same is confusing. Why? Just have a smaller less number if you want. Like, why are we doing this? Well, whatever. This doesn't change my league start plans at all. I'm still doing wands. I think people are overreacting to the wand nerfs, to that skill. Nerfs. It's not even a nerf because we haven't even played with it yet. I think it's fine. Has not been born, right? That's what everyone keeps saying. Oh, it's been nerfed, and I'm like, I promise you that tomorrow it will be the strongest that skill has ever been. Like when we start, like it'll be the strongest that skill has ever been tomorrow. What are you talking about? Like, how are we nerfing it? What do you mean? Now, I can't promise everyone that I don't give up and re-roll Holy Relic in 3 days time, but I can promise you I'm starting an Elementalist Wonder. You know what? We'll call that a draw. It's actually fine. I got my passive point. It's actually fine like that. That seems a bit too much. No, I always league starts. I barely use sleeping tablets for anything, but I use them for league starts because I need to try and be on 2 or 3 hours before league start. And it just, for me, that's a 2 a.m. start. And the only way to get up to be starting at 2 a.m. is to get up at like 1:30, which means I have to wake up at 1:30 in the morning. And if I want to do that, I have to go to sleep at some ungodly early hour. So it just ends up league starts cause me to use a sleeping tablet. That's just how that is. Like, I don't use them very often, so I'm okay with it because I know I'm not like over abusing them or anything. Getting up early recently. I mean, I've never missed an announcement or a league start, and that remains true. Yeah, only because I fucking called you. Okay. And other times I've only waken up because the third alarm got me up. You're just one of the tools in my toolbox. I still wasn't late. How many people are playing in the grid tomorrow? Is everybody playing? I have absolutely no idea. I figured I'd just log in and see who was on. And if I'm on my own, oh well. And if I'm not on my own, great. Easy. I think new things on the patch as of today. Added 161 more foiled tier 17 Valos. Okay. Added 197 more foiled uniques. Sure. Stack size of gold dropped globally increased by 15% at all levels, and the gold penalty from Harbinger's Legion, Ultimatum Expedition, Abyss, Bestiary, Affliction, and Harvest have all been lowered. Cool. Gold please for the most basic currency items. They're traded in bulks, such as orbs of fusing have been reduced. Oh, wild, vivid, and primal resonance have been, sure. As well as current. Okay, cool. Fix the bug where the divine font crafting option could be used on corrupted gems. Corrupted gems can only be used as an option for the dedication of the goddess. RIP, but also at the same time, doesn't fucking matter. Because this only mattered to us as Holy Relic before because we really needed to have that 23 quality gem for like a bunch of different things. But we don't need that anymore because of the mastery. Like, the mastery... The extra 3 that you need to like jump up into the next thing is just going to be minions have 20% increased cooldown recovery rate right there. It covers everything. Like, just it's fine. Spectral Helix of... Well, this now has 220. Okay, so more damage. Who cares? Yep. Sure. Whatever. We'll call it. Rewards for what?
In the Keepers League, you'll be able to earn pieces of the exclusive Keeper of the Flame cosmetic armor set.
Oh?
By completing 40 new challenges.
I can't use
which
the hat.
you'll also be able to use in Path of Exile 2. Adorn the attire worn only by the most loyal members of the Keepers of the Flame.
Yep,
to
can't
show
wear the
your
hat.
true allegiance to the Dreamer and their cause. There are 2
I don't know if any of this looking set match the hat that makes me purple. And if they don't, then I don't care.
variants of this armor set. One that emanates the pale flame of the Keepers, and a more grounded option too. This armor set is entirely cosmetic and does not affect your character's power or progression in any way. Completing challenges also grants you pieces of this league's totem pole hideout decoration. Good luck!
I don't know if I care about that. Because the thing is, I'm just going to have the fucking, what's it called, helmet on the whole time. And like, if your outfit doesn't fit either the igneous helm effect or the, what's the other one called? So this is igneous, right? This is one option for a helmet. And there are only 2 options for my helmet. It's this one, igneous, that gives me the cool fiery looking ones. And then Night Lotus is the other one. And every other MTX has to fit that. If it doesn't fit one of those 2 helmets, it's worthless. Because those are they're way more important. I'm using them. Like Alpha Windows CI. Unfortunately, I don't think I got that one. Fashionista, I love it. Okay, but like, it's not about how the character looks, it's about how the health bar looks. That's way fucking cooler. And until they divorce the health and health flask effects from the actual MTX effects, I don't give a shit about any of your other MTX options. I just don't care. How did Canadian Rain getting gutted? Like I keep seeing people say. Well, it didn't because it hasn't been released. There is a wild swing on the effective damage effectiveness number from what they'd originally shown. But I mean, even at 25%, I feel like it's going to be a really good skill. I feel like it's going to be a fantastic skill, and I'm not really sure why everyone's up in arms. I guess we'll see when I put it on. But like, I expect it to be pretty good, actually. I think both versions will still be great. Already up to 40% crit. That's cool. I'm gonna run it out. Good ball. I don't need to be. This wall does have a cooldown and limited hits though. So it won't be as strong as Ice Ball used to be, but it should still be pretty fucking good. Can be second winded, yep. Will the Echo use both charges or just one? I assume it'll use both. Also, and this is like really only relevant for day one, but even if it only has limited hits, if there happen to be 4 of us in a party and a boss there, then there'll be 4 walls down to explode everything off.
I have pursued a greater existence. What have you ever done but serve yourself?
Yeah, okay, I do remember that. Here's a bunch of ice walls. Boom. Nice. It'll have like a 7-second cooldown, and you can place 2 of them at once. It should be great. Yeah, it won't be quite the return of Ice Wall, like the way Ice Wall was, but it should still be pretty fucking good. Yep, explosions will count as a hit. So the wall will disappear fast, but like it'll be more like 3 attacks and the wall will be gone, but you will be forking those into the wall as well anyway. So it'll be like in those first 3 attacks, it'll be like attacking what, like in those first 3 or 4 attacks, it'll be as if you've attacked like 15 times or something. Like it'll be a big amount of damage. Orb of Storms. No, the bow one. Do you mean like Storm Range from PV2? Well, I don't think it does the same thing in Po 1. I mean, it doesn't do the same thing. The fact that I have this level of damage and clear with 2 projectiles and no AoE and a shit underleveled wand without the new bases. I feel as if I have vastly underestimated wand league starts for the past several leagues. Because this is fine, actually. Like, did you return Proj? I didn't even have Pierce, so I don't think so. What are we gonna play? This one. Are the wisps automated? Yeah, I mean they're a support. They're in my links somewhere. I'm so happy to be starting bows for the first time in 4 years. I'm so happy to be starting wands for the first time in fucking forever, however long that is. But bows and wands both being like in good state again. Very nice. Very nice. Oh, because you're being Deadeye. Yeah. I don't actually think wand first few acts for Deadeye is correct because there's not spell damage in your area. And the respec from bows to wands is fucking nothing anyway, right? But you'll get your damage stuff later. Like 22 points? Yeah, okay, that's nothing. That'll be fine. Like if you're starting a witch, you get to come out spell damage, and then like real quickly you're into a wand wheel, and then pretty quickly you're into a second wand wheel. Whereas if you start in Deadeye, you've only got projectile damage, which does work, but then it's all like bows and travel and projectile modification things, and then your damage is still all up here for wands. So Deadeye's, I think that's for sure the correct call. You just start as bows and respec into wands later. If you're going to be wands, you won't be able to do that till tomorrow morning because the new bases, the bases for attack wands don't even exist yet. Updated Holy Relic or no changes? I've already updated Holy Relic and put out another video and fully updated the written guide. I mean, there's no like fundamental big different change, but like we've re-added specters into the build and that's pretty big. And there's just no reason not to re-add specters into the build. Yep, cooldown mastery is going to make the early and mid game significantly better, but makes no difference to our end game. But then the specters will be using the cooldown mastery anyway, and those specter buffs that were previously unreliable will now be significantly more reliable, so that's real nice. Lunar Solar still found as on standard? Yes. The game is functionally identical when you're on Solo Self-Found, you just lose the ability to trade. It is a challenge mode. It doesn't have any extra benefits. Yeah, it's really good. We don't have to convert if we already did it in PoE2. Correct. If you already did it in PoE2, you're good. Hours until you pivot back to Holy Relic. Jesus Christ. I'm not. I'm gonna be wanding. I'm a wander now. Right up until I put a reflect map in and kill myself, and then I might rage reroll. But let's not worry about that. Let's not worry about that till it happens. All right. We'll be playing Elementalist ones to start. Ugh. Double quality Dialas. Nom nom. Imagine that the blue line, the blue gem line, gets replaced with like makes like the levels and the quality both affect the same one or something. You're like white sockets, you replace one of the lines on Diala's with like white sockets, give all 3 benefits or something, and then you go, oh Jesus Christ, I gotta go play Holy Relic, bye. Like 63% chaos res. Oh, to just replace like the blue line and the Dialas that we don't care about. That would on its own be huge. Yeah, that would be massive. Those are the launch, and they're gonna be I mean, I expect that when I log in or when I start up stream like 2 hours before stream starts, that there'll probably be some fucking data mined versions. We can hit the 52 breakpoint without a Dialas now. Sure, if you have a 22% corrupted gem. Right? No, because that's still only 40. I mean, I guess with like an enhance or something, or an ashes. So the real important bit is that you need to know we don't hit any new breakpoints. There is no new things unlocked on Holy Relic, right? What there is just it becomes a lot easier to hit all the breakpoints we were trying to hit. A lot easier and a lot less expensive. You gotta hit them earlier. It's great. But we don't hit any new breakpoints, right? Nothing we couldn't do before.
I swear to God, if it tubes, I'm gonna be frustrated.
No blood notch immutable. Also no progenesis I'm seeing here.
That's crazy.
No progenesis, no
Okay,
mage blood.
White gloves, white shoes, no weapon, false vision. It's just a bunch of trash uniques.
That is
Again,
actual
alright.
garbage gear that he is wearing right there.
Raise the 4, which is typically really bad.
What is this? Errant's cast on stun bullshit?
Miasma.
All characters like 10 chaos. Well, we don't know what's in the tree.
So I have 10 damage mods here. 5-4, Lightning 4, Blade 4, Miasma, and whatever else was.
Oh. Fucking nothing. Fucking nothing's in the tree. Is the answer to that. Actually, legitimately, the most expensive thing is getting flask charges when you are hit by an enemy on every flask. This is free. That's free. That's free. That might be like 20 chaos or something. If it does even help Holy Relic much. Can't you hit the 84 breakpoint without a Dialis? I mean 82. How? Let's see. So I don't know, man. Maybe. I mean, like, you could use the Chaos chest. So this one's going to be like 20 or 30 chaos. This will be like 5, and that'll be like 1. So like if I don't count flasks head to toe, this is maybe like 45, 50 chaos. Like midway through day 1, this is like a 50 chaos build. That is 16 is a interesting. So downside would be that with a Diala's, you're still looking at quality on all the sports, which is fantastic, and +2 levels on Holy Relic, which is fantastic. But yes, there are definitely other chests you could use, like the one that SRS uses. Or you could go for something giga tanky. Covenant, thank you. This is that is really surprising that he's got Cast When Stun working that well that early on just complete fucking garbage. Huh. Here's the Covenant chest, yeah. I mean, sure. Yes. I'm just like shocked and impressed that he managed to get one working without any of the new without any of the jewels. Like he's made that so cheap and early and easy to change into early. That is actually quite impressive. And we just saw the showcase, like it worked. That wasn't just a theory in Path of Building, it worked. What's the build you're doing? Elementalist Wander is going to be my league start. Who knows whether I stay Elementalist? Who knows whether I stay Wanding? I have a plan. I think it's good. but we could end up being a necromancer, a wonder. We could end up being an occultist wonder. We could end up re-rolling into holy relic. We could end up fucking doing anything, but I'm starting as an elementalist wonder, and we'll see how it goes. The intent will be to stay in an elementalist wonder, and we do have plans on how to make it like scale well up into endgame and whatnot. But maybe that works, maybe it doesn't. Who knows? Twitch chat won't work on my browser for some reason. Weird. Luckily, there's a second way you can chat, and it puts you in Twitch chat anyway. If he's around 50, is it worth swapping or saying Holy Relic until Merc Lab, the most efficient? When is Holy Relic of Conviction better than SRS? Honestly, level 24, if you have both of the alt quality gems and a sword to do Lancing Steel with, it's already worth swapping. The reason that we hold off the swap so long is because getting your 2 alt quality gems from lower level labs is just wrong. You just, unless you somehow luck into them, like you should not be farming. You will farm those lower level labs for hours, so you don't do that. But if somehow you lucked into them at the moment you've got a weapon you can put on, you can swap. Yeah, purely dependent on gems, but if you have those gems, do get the helmet as soon as you can. But and then also remember, it's real important to try and get 10% quality on the gem itself to go with the 20% mastery, because if you've got both of those together, that's your 30% CDR breakpoint done already, which you can have like before maps, which is insane. Oh, that's right. How much were the gems on day 1 lastly? Like 40 chaos each or something? But that doesn't really matter because you're going to farm them yourself. Or you're just going to go to heist until you can buy them. It's not a big deal. Wow. Holy Relic. Can Holy Relic run relatively hard tier 17 content? Yep. I think that content is gear dependent, but I don't know how to word it better. I mean, yes, it is fine in all of those things. It's got one awkward spot, which always feels bad. It will be significantly better this league than in the past, but it does have one awkward spot, which is usually day 1 when you're getting to like late yellows, early reds, and you don't have a Dialas yet. It usually starts to feel a bit questionable. Not bad, but people who play it for the first time are often like, I wonder if I got baited by this or not. It doesn't seem to be scaling. And I don't blame people for feeling that way. And the answer is power through until you can afford a Dialas. Even once you're on a 5 link, it's insane. It's just, there's that little awkward spot. But that little awkward spot should have been made significantly better this league. Significantly better by the mastery, which will give you a bunch of quality you couldn't get before. I'm not sure exactly how easy the 6 links will be. Are you buying a DL as a 5 link early or just trying to link one yourself? Always try and link it yourself. When you're looking for only a 5 link, you should always try and link it yourself, because if you buy a pre-5 linked one, you're going to pay the average price to 5 link it. And you've given up the opportunity to accidentally hit a 6 link while trying. Right? I don't mind people buying 6 link Dialas because you don't want to take the risk yourself. And I don't mind buying like the omens to link it, or like buying one already 6 linked or whatever. But I do mind buying already 5 linked ones when you're early looking for a 5 link. Right? Like it just feels wrong. Like, because you've missed that opportunity to hit a 6 link while you... back version of containments. Oh no. Yep. Are you ready for Crimson Prison? Crimson Heaven. I fucking love that map. You try Kinetic Rain now, seems kind of met now instead of OP. I think it's still actually going to be quite strong. I think people are vastly overreacting to a perceived nerf of something they've never played before. It still looks mechanically like one of the strongest wand skills we've ever had for single target. And I don't see that being enough of a nerf to make it a problem. It may very well be that it's enough of a nerf to make it like not 1 or 2 shot things in the campaign. Like maybe you won't be 1-shotting bosses in the campaign. But I really do think it's still going to be quite good. I look at those numbers and I'm like, if I hadn't seen the original gem, right? If I hadn't seen the numbers on the original gem, I would be looking at this gem and going, huh, that might be quite good. So I'm still excited to try it, but I am prepared for it to be trash. What's this? What's this?
Hey guys,
Oh,
Phase play.
I saw that. Yeah. See a builder with Grounder Pit. In the mid-max setup. I mean, I'm not going to be using anything but their options for sure. But I will be playing wands this league. I need a change. I need to play a different build. The triangle strat? I knew about the +2. I knew we were always supposed to have +2. Like whenever possible, you want to have completed the map 2 levels higher, 2 tiers higher than the ones you're running. I knew that. But I don't know what the triangle thing is. I might have to watch that whole video. Thought that was a 5 link. Will PV1 merchant tabs already be active from PoE2? Yes. If you've already converted some tabs for PoE2, they should already just be sitting here in PoE1 ready for you. Checking the back of the Holy Relic, is it worth mentioning the Perfect Pain grants Zealotry aura so you can have a Curse of Conk Ground? Yeah, that's not bad. It doesn't make the minions drop that aura, but it does make us drop it. That is not a bad thought. I don't hate that. That's certainly an option. You need to hit with a spell? No, you actually don't need to hit with a spell. You just need to hit, which we do with Lancing Steel. For some reason, that one section of Zealotry doesn't have spells. You would think it would, because the rest of it's all spells. But it's actually just, you and nearby allies have a 10% chance to create consecrated ground on hitting a rare or unique enemy. It just doesn't say spells. Now, minions don't do consecrated ground. Minions, it doesn't, you and nearby non-minion allies. But like, we do 70,000 hits a second, so fine, okay, sure. They did for one patch. Oh, it wasn't even a whole patch. They changed it like a week and a half in, because it was causing a bajillion server problems. I don't know the specifics, but it was one of those. It was one of those. This is causing issues. We must take it away. And I also remember specifically, they said we're going to take it away and fix it so that it doesn't cause server problems. And then next patch, instead of putting it back in, they changed the wording on the gem to just disclude minions. So I guess they couldn't fix it, and they never said anything about it. They just discluded minions, and then went, it's fine, don't worry about it, we'll just leave it. No one misses that, right? Piece of shit. This is better to force people to actually direct with themselves. Yeah, I mean, it'd be nice when stuff like that happens if they actually said, hey, I know we said we were going to fix this, but we've decided not to for these reasons. But they don't do that. They just say, hey, we're going to fix this for you, but right now it's causing server problems. And then they like internally decide not to, and then they just don't fucking say anything. They just say nothing. They just don't mention it. You're like, oh, all right, I guess fuck me. I guess fuck me. They just say nothing. How do we keep holy relics from dying all the time? They're very, very tanky in the end game. In the mid game, if you have trouble in the mid and early game, swap out minion damage for meat shield. It's almost the same damage anyway, except instead of a less health multiplier, which it shouldn't have anyway on that gem because it's stupid, it gets a less damage taken modifier. When are they adding a Merc UI for the... I wish. Good luck. Probably never. Who knows? The MTX for Holy Relic looks bad. The MTX for Holy Relic looks almost exactly the same as not having the MTX for Holy Relic. Almost exactly the same. Also, the actual spell attack that they do also looks so incredibly similar that it's hard for people to even tell whether you've got the MTX on or not. Many chance to do double damage. No, not really. The double damage part doesn't affect poison. It does still have a fairly decent amount of hit damage. Like, sort of afraid of skin grass. I'm really excited for skin grass, but you know what excites me the most? I wonder if there are actually good single target skin grass that someone like a Cast When Stunned or Righteous Fire Chieftain gets to put on. I kind of think GMP might be your best support. Maybe? I don't know, I don't really feel like... I feel like I kill everything all the time. And I don't want to like lower my single target. I think if I had one more support, I'd probably put like Fork in. I think Fork might be better than GMP. I think Fork gave me his bait. I think Fork is really good early. I think Pierce is good when you've got 4 or 5 Pierce later on. You end up using like Pierce and return projectiles, and I like that way more. But I think for leveling, Fork is god tier. Hello. 1 second. Right, there we go. So Diggs, I think the difference is you're used to being a Deadeye, you're used to having either chain or extra projectiles or having access to Pierce right away. And I think in all of those instances, you're correct. And I think when you start with no projectiles, you got 2 only at base, and this is all you get. I think Fork is better in the campaign in that instance. I don't think that holds up. I think eventually I end up down there getting all the Deadeye nodes, and then you're right for Elementalist as well. We still want to go Pierce. I just think that it isn't quite as good right at the front when you're not near any of the proj nodes, that's all. What would you say is your biggest PoE achievement? The thing you're most proud of? I've never been proud of myself once in my life. I don't know what you're talking about. How's your neck? Did you unfuck it? I mean, it's still pretty sore, but it's significantly better than it was yesterday. And I'm hoping that a good, comfortable night's sleep will fix that. Entirely. Did you win a team demi? I won 2 solo demis and a team demi in hardcore. I do have three demis from hardcore races. I think it's 2 teams and 1 solo. Have you tried hanging? Jesus Christ, it's just a pinched muscle. It's not that bad. It'll get better, I swear. I'm pretty sure it just means a dead hang. It's really good for like decompressing your back and shit. And generically good for your back and shoulder muscles. And I have in the past. I don't think I have the muscles in my arms to do a dead hang right now. Isn't doing a pull up and going good on the pulling? Yes, yes. I'm not real happy. I'm addicted to stretching. Nice. Stretching is very good. I'm not right this second, but we will be building a home gym really, really soon. As soon as my parents have moved out. Which will probably be at some point in the next few weeks. Most important stats for damage when leveling SRS. Minion damage plus minion skill. Yes, but prioritized in the other direction. Plus levels is the most important, and then minion damage. And then minion attack and cast speed, and minion movement speed, and... Fucking lightning mirage. I forgot about you. We're gonna start getting plus minion skills. Act 1 on minion ones, you can craft a helmet with a... I forget what you use for it. You can get helmets in like Act 2, maybe even Act 1. Has it been updated? Yep. As well as all my guides have been updated. Fucking blue wand. That's fine though, right? Seems fine. Blue wand. Only 2 projectiles. Fucking. Only the clear skill. No wall to explode on. Still feels pretty good. Whoops. I didn't even know they were doing a sequel. Yeah, I didn't think so. Nope. The breakpoint. Because in the studio mastery. I mean, will it? It's the same stuff. Like all the breakpoints didn't change. It's just that the mastery is the same as 20% quality, right? Alright. This is very good. This is carrying very well. I'm definitely, almost certainly, probably league starting it in the morning. Watch the reveal. What reveal? Nah. This is a build I just got here. Elementalist wands. Technically, I'm going to be sharing the build plans that we have on YouTube. It'll be out in like an hour or maybe 2 at most. But it is not a build guide. It is not a build guide at all. It's just my own plans for my own start. Which means, while I did give myself some leveling trees, just because the memory's shit, and I do have a generic plan, I didn't like set everything up properly. I don't know that these are the correct links. I don't even know if I'll be using Kinetic Blast. I'm going to be trying the other skills as well. I didn't set up any of the configs properly because I don't need them. Right, I've only got one single set of gear, which is actually all really quite good gear, because if I know what good gear looks like, then I'll know what okay enough gear looks like, right? So like, this isn't set up to be a build guide. I will be sharing it anyway, just in case, because too many people asked for it. But I've been very clear about this is not done to build guide levels. This is just like, we know what we're doing, so we can look at this and go, okay, well, that's what it's supposed to be. Don't worry about it, right? Yeah. Yeah, more of a sketch. It's more of just a, like, we know what's going on. We'll be able to adjust. Pineapple's starting the same thing. She also worked on this heavily. I changed some leveling trees around and shit and added in this thing and whatnot. Right, like, we know what we're doing, but like, it isn't done to like proper build guide levels where you're like, here's a basic set of gear you should have in maps, and here's this thing that you should progress into. Nah, fuck that. The link for your chair cushion. I do not. But either way, we're making a video on it anyway. Like, this is interchangeable. Like, the one aura that I get is... Do people need that level of hand-holding? Yes. Yes. And not only do people need that level of hand-holding, but while you're actively doing that level of hand-holding, they will sometimes ask you to hold their hand some more. And you just have to, like, point down where your hands are already clasped together. It's like, so we're already doing it. It's right there. Every question you could ever ask, because people still show up in his chat and ask for more help. Yep. They'll watch build videos and ask questions answered in that very build video. Yes. Yes. Alright. I'm gonna run. It's time to go eat some lunch/dinner and get prepared for sleep, because I want to try and be up really fucking early. So what, league launches at 5. Minimum I want to be on is 2 hours before that. So I want to try and be on by 3 at the latest. So 4:40. Jesus, I should be on by 3. Goodbye. See everyone tomorrow.